First step is to remove this part from the engine in order to access the oil filter housing. This is the oil filter housing cap, which we'll be removing in a second. In order to remove this part,
the barb comes up against it, but when you press that, it raises it and allows the barb to go in underneath.
Okay. And the next bit was this bit. How do you get that out with the screwdriver?
Oh, you can either
just push it down with
I think if you just, it'll just work off. Like,
and then there was
but there is a plastic screw to go in here, which I'll have to
just lift it straight up once it's undone, and it'll come off this little hook. Next step is find a bucket with no hole. Check it with some water first. And we need to remove this plastic cover from underneath to access the oil tank. In order to remove the tank plug, we need an 8mm hex drive. Use the hex drive to loosen the plug, and then with your hands you need to unscrew the plug, but apply an upward force with your finger to keep the plug in place so that the oil doesn't spill out and run down your arm. Once the plug is loose, you can quickly pull it out and drain the oil into a bucket. Now that the oil is draining into the bucket, we can remove the filter cap housing. This is the filter housing cap, and here we go.
You need a socket. Okay, you put that on there. You make the adjustment. Put it on the hexagon there. Which way do we turn it?
Lefty loosey. Towards you.
Yeah. It's a bit too tight for comfort. Okay.
The cap was too tight to use a wrench, and you run the risk of breaking the plastic hexagon off, which would be a disaster. So we're going to change to a socket wrench. In this case it's a 27mm socket wrench, and I'm lucky enough to be using my dad's snap-on tools.
The reason it doesn't come loose straight away is because there's a rubber seal around the top of it, and that's still
Around the black line?
You'll see it when we get it out.
Is it like suction attached?
Oh, well, there's the thing that it screws into has got a taper on it, and the taper sort of compresses the seal as you wind it in.
Yeah.
The seal is an O-ring. It's just a circle of rubber with a...
I used to wear O-rings as bracelets. They were cool in the 90s.
You could have made a fortune. I could have got you heaps of them to sell.
They're still cool. Have you got any?
Oh, yeah. Right, now it's finger tight, so you can take the socket off. And we unscrew that. And more than likely there'll be a little bit of oil running out. I've already put rags down there to stop it making a mess. Yeah, see a little bit of oil run out there.
And that's how you take out the cap. There's no need to soak up this oil, it's clean, and you risk contaminating the oil with a dirty rag, dust particles.
Where my little finger is tracing, we'll take that off with a screwdriver in a minute, and then the filter comes out like that.
What do you do with it? Put it in the bucket?
Yes, which is under the vehicle, or get under the bucket. Just get a screwdriver underneath it like that, and put your finger on it and
Hop.
remove it like that.
In the right groove.
And just give it a turn like that to make sure the seal's not twisted. Voila. And install new filter. That'll just push into place like that. So when you turn it upside down, it won't drop out. And the seal to allow it to be screwed into its taper, and it doesn't catch. It'll have lubricant on it and it'll screw in okay.
Good tip. Put a little dab of oil on the seal.
On the outer, yeah, just run your finger around the outside of the seal with oil on it.
We're going to put the filter back in, and we remove the rag that was sitting under the filter.
Alright, now we get that down in through there into the filter housing. Filter is still sitting nicely in the cap. We screw it in. Screw it in with your fingers until the seal starts to engage the taper on the bore there. Then you have to screw it in with the socket and the ratchet the rest of the way. Change the ratchet over to on.
On to tighten, off to loosen.
Right.
27mm
Yep.
socket.
You feel a little bit of resistance as you screw it in because that's the seal being compressed. Now, I noticed before there, that's tight enough. You just, as soon as you feel a resistance, just go just a fraction more. And that's tight enough now.
A little mechanic's tip: once you've tightened the cap to the right spot, put a little white dot on the line-up marker, and the next time it'll be easy to know when it's in the right spot. Now that the oil filter's in place, we're going to go under the car, put the plug back in order to refill the car with oil. There'll be old oil under that little ledge, so run a rag on top. The plug will be dripping oil. It would take a whole day for the car to stop dripping. So even though it's dripping, give it a wipe clean with an old rag. Screw the plug back in with your fingers and use the hex drive to tighten it securely. Now that the plug's back in, we can put 3.5 litres of oil in the car while it's up on the ramp. Do not start your car to reverse off the ramp when there's no oil in it. Once you put 3.5 litres in, then you can reverse down onto level ground and top up the rest till the dipstick is full. This particular oil came with a plastic adjustable nozzle. Make sure there's nothing in it before you put the new oil back into your car. Also check your user manual to know how many litres to refill your car. My Peugeot 207 took 4.25 litres. This is my dad and I refilling the car on a Saturday afternoon. As you're pouring the oil into the car, check the gauge on the oil can and it should show you how many litres you've put in. And also check your dipstick, it should be just about full. While we let the car oil settle down, we clean the air filters, took them out from underneath the windshield, and Dad uses compressor. Look at these beautiful tools, Snap-on, made in Canada. Dad was a field mechanic for Caterpillar in Canada for many years. Proudly showed me this Snap-on tool made in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I think this was their first factory in the US of A. Now that the oil's in the car, the dipstick's full, it's time to reset your Peugeot service reminder. So in this car you push the two buttons, the odometer buttons, with the ignition off. Turn the ignition on while holding them in. You'll see the dial start to count down from 10. When it gets to 0, you'll hear the engine do a little click, and that's your service reminder reset. Also use the sticker on the oil to mark when you change the oil and how many Ks it's next to you. And that's it. Hope somebody finds this useful.